Welcome, Eagle fans, to the NCCU Sports Network. I'm Jailen Leach. Today, I'm here with NCCU track and field coach Tavius Walker to hear some of the things going on with the track program as they get ready for their outdoor season starting next week. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing very well, Jailen. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Can't complain too much.
Great, great. Thanks for having me.
All right, no problem. So, first question is just a general question. So, what are some of your expectations going into the unique season?
Appreciate you asking. Well, this season is unique. However, our expectations remain the same. We expect complete focus and attention to detail for our student athletes. We expect to be great. We expect to continue with the team camaraderie that we've had, propelling us from last year into this year. There are challenges that we will face this year, not having an outdoor season last year as well as an indoor season this year. However, again, the expectations do not change. We expect to be great. We expect to represent not only this athletics program, but this institution in a very high fashion. So the expectations remain the same. We have high expectations from myself to the coaching staff as well as our student athletes.
One thing that you mentioned right there was the camaraderie. So having seniors returning such as Brandon Crenshaw and Gordon Lewis, how great is it to see their development and what are some of the things that they can provide for the younger student athletes?
Well, you just mentioned it, something that they can provide for the young student athletes. That's experience. They've had an opportunity to compete at a high level within the NCAA in Division I. And it's just the experience, that they can bring back to the table. It's tremendous that they are remaining Eagles again and having them to come back and compete. But they are leaders. I expect them to lead, but they also have a job to do, and that is to represent us on a national stage, just in conjunction with keeping up with the academia, as they've done a tremendous job with, and also being upperclassmen and leading their teammates within this program. They have their individual jobs that they must take care of as well. And so they're preparing well. So we're looking forward to this outdoor season. Not having the indoor season it doesn't really hurt the upperclassmen as much as it does the younger student athletes. So I'm expecting for them to come in and to utilize those past experiences to carry them into the postseason that we have this year.
I saw that you all had a scrimmage. I guess you'd call it a scrimmage, a little inter-squad meet a few weeks ago. So what are some things that you learned about your team that you didn't know, some takeaways that you had from that?
We actually had a 2-day inter-squad meet. We had a maroon and gray meet. And we decided to do so to give the student athletes an opportunity to compete. We haven't competed in 13 months. And so they needed to kind of take the edge off a little bit. One thing that you kind of miss once you don't have two back-to-back seasons, that being outdoor and then indoor for this year, is that competitive edge, and then just that opportunity to make some of those fine mistakes that you really need to make in order to grow, and to come back to the drawing board and to rectify some of those mistakes to go within the sport. So we didn't have those opportunities. So we wanted to give our student athletes an opportunity to, again, just take the edge off, to compete, to show their talents. For me, again, it was just about that team camaraderie. Sometimes once we step into the track or step into the circle or the runway, you need someone else behind you besides yourself. And those are your teammates. Those are your coaches. Those are, the parents and the supporting staff that we have here at NCCU. So I wanted to give them an opportunity to support each other throughout all of the events. And so that's one of the reasons why we kind of decided to make it a 2-day event, so that we would have everyone not warming up or doing this, that, and the third, but we had everyone just to come out and support each and every event that we had. So we wanted to use that camaraderie and take it into the outdoor season.
What are some adjustments that you and the coaching staff have had to make going into this year that can help you moving forward into the new season?
Right. Well, one of the adjustments, again, was just was to put them into a situation that they had to compete at practice. Things will look a little different. Our season, this outdoor season, isn't as long. So we have limited opportunities to prepare for our conference championships as well as regionals and nationals. But that's the job of the coaching staff. And we've been doing a really good job with trying to prepare them for the upcoming meets. Just to with track and field, you have different cycles in which you prepare. And so we've had to kind of shift some things with our training cycles to make sure that we are placing our student athletes in the best possible position for them to compete on that stage when they get there. Because again, we have very limited amount of meets to make those mistakes, that I've spoken about. So we almost have to be perfect, but we have some tremendous student athletes. Even our younger student athletes are stepping up. We've had some tremendous practices, and again, the competitions that we've had, the inter-squad competitions, they've done a tremendous job. We've had some pleasant surprises, and just with even the sophomores now, you have to look at the sophomores. They are essentially freshmen to the outdoor scene within collegiate track and field, and the freshmen are freshmen. They haven't seen a starting gun or seen the runway or the throwing circle just yet. So they're very new to it. But again, going back to my first answer, the expectation does not change. But it's up to the coaching staff to make sure that they are prepared. We've done a good job in doing so. So they're excited about it. Student athletes are ready to go. So it's our job to give them that level of comfort and also that support to let them know that they are Eagles and they have a lot of expectations that are behind them, but that they are prepared to go.
Coach, is there anything else you'd like to add about your program and your any thoughts you have going forward into the season?
Yeah, so we are excited about starting up. Our first outdoor competition is at the Raleigh Relays, which is a local meet. Then we transition to High Point after that, and 3 weeks later, 3 meets later, actually, we're at conference championship and then on to regionals and national. So again, it's a very short season, but our student athletes are undoubtedly eager. And they're ready to get out there and show their Eagle pride. The coaching staff, we've been itching for this for a long time. So we're excited about the season, trying to do our very, very best to make sure our student athletes as well as the coaching staff are very safe during this particular time so that we can continue throughout the season and finish up and also represent this institution on a national stage. That's our goal. We've put our student athletes into a really good situation in terms of being able to accomplish those things and to really make their mark within our conference as well. Younger student athletes as well as upper class. So we're excited about what we have going on, and we're excited to be able to represent this institution.
Thank you, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this interview with me. I look forward to seeing what you and your team accomplish throughout the year.
Thank you very much, Jailen. We appreciate it. Have a good day.